What is up, guys? We are facing Mr. Sinister on expert mode and with standard 3 here, playing as Shadowcat and Magik here as a two-handed gameplay. And this is a custom gameplay request from one of my channel members, Evo. So huge shots, Evo. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all of your support. And yeah, I'm excited to try out these decks here that Evo created. He has a leadership Shadowcat deck right here and a protection Magik deck right here, and I already shuffled them a lot off screen. I'm gonna do more shuffling on screen, but yeah, I'll put the links to these decks in the description of this video so you guys can see and try it out yourself. Yeah, I'm excited here. Okay, let's go ahead and get Mr. Sinister set up. So for setup for this scenario here, it's said to set aside the flight, super strength, and telepathy encounter sets, and then we put Hope Summers into play under the first player's control. We're gonna have Kitty Pryde, Shadowcat be the first player right here, and Hope will always follow whoever the first player is, because the first player controls Hope Summers. So whenever a Magik becomes the first player at the end of the villain phase, we move Hope Summers over here to Magik. Yeah, but right now it's going to be with Shadowcat. And then Hope Summers does not count towards your ally limit. She has a Psionic, X-Force, and X-Men trait. And then her thwart and attack are equal to the thwart attack of your hero. If Hope Summer leaves play, then players lose the game. So we have to keep Hope Summers in play here. Yeah, okay, so we got that set up. And then let's advance the main scheme here to stage 1B. It says, when reviewed, remove one random stage 2 from the game, then advance to a random stage 2A. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. We have the 3 stage 2As right here. We're going to shuffle them all up. And then we're going to randomly remove one of them. And then the other one, okay, let's take one out here. And let's not look what it is. So we're going to take this one out of the game. And then we're going to just put this right here on top of the main scheme deck. And we're going to advance this stage 2A. This will advance to stage 2B here. Okay, so bulking up. One of you attach the super strength attachment to Mr. Sinister and shuffle the rest of the super strength encounter set into the encounter deck and advance to the other stage 2A if this is completed here. Okay, so let's put this right here. And then he's bulking up, so these are the set aside ones. We have super strength, we have telepathy, and we have flight. So we're gonna get super strength there attached to Mr. Sinister, and we set these guys aside until we need them. So we have that set aside. And then super strength here is going to be the one that gives the, it's a permanent attachment, gives Mr. Sinister +1 attack, and now he'll always have the brute trait because it's permanent, and he gains steady. So he can't be stunned or confused with just one stats. We need 2 stats cards to either stun or confuse him. And it's going to be a permanent attachment on Sinister. And then we shuffle up these super strength encounter cards from that mod set into the encounter deck here. All right. And let's shuffle up. All right, so now let's do this everything here. So it's going to be 1 per player initial threat. Since we're doing 2 players in two-handed game, we're going to have 2 initial threat on there. It goes up by 2 per player per turn, so it's going to go up by 4 every single turn. If this one hits 10, then it's going to advance to the next main scheme 2, which will give Mr. Sinister another superpower attachment, because Mr. Sinister is always trying to abduct mutants and take their superpowers there. So we don't want that to happen because he's going to get even stronger. And then let's shuffle up the encounter deck. Mr. Sinister, whenever he's reviewed, place 2 threat on the main scheme, and then 2 per player threat, so 4 threat instead. If he has fewer than 2 superpower attachment, he only has 1, so we're gonna put 4 threat on the main scheme. So main goes from 2 up to 6 now, 6 out of 10. And as a force response, so it's a constant effect, after a stats card is placed on Mr. Sinister, we place 2 threat on the main scheme. Yeah, so we don't want to put stats cards on him, but even if he gives himself a tough, he's going to do the exact same thing. So it's not going to be great for us. Let's set the encounter deck over here, and then let's shuffle up our player decks here. So I already shuffled off screen. We don't have to do too much shuffling here. As we're shuffling, we're going to do Shadowcat setup. So we put our mass form upgrade into play, solid side face up. We have the solid side right here. And then basically this is a form right here for Shadowcat, and it's permanent, so we can never discard the mass form upgrade. As a hero resource, when you exhaust this card, you generate a physical resource for an attack or defense event. And after you attack or defend in solid mass form, we may flip this card over. And flipped over here, it's going to be the phase form here. So while we're defending in this form, we cannot take damage. And then after you attack as a force response, so we have to trigger, we have to flip this card back over to solid form there. So we start off in our solid form right here. And let's put our status tokens up because we're going to be right up with the form upgrades. Hope will be right up as well, with Ileana Rasputin ready up as well. Let's shuffle up Magik's deck as well. All right, this is a combo of heroes I've definitely never played before, so we'll see how it goes. All right, so let's draw up here to our hand size of 6 for Kitty Pryde and do her mulligans first. And let's move this a little bit more on screen so you guys can see. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, snap. Okay, we got 2 doubles here with Forge. It's going to be really, really good because then Forge can grab Utopia. We play it and then we can play Pixie afterwards. Oh, I like this hand here. The quick shift is really good to help us defend so we keep our allies in play. Oh man, I don't know what to do here. I forgot. Sinister has 17 times 2 player life, so it's going to be 34. Whoops. Forgot I'm doing two-handed right here. So he's going to have 34 life instead of just 17. So let's get his hit point set up. Okay, so for his mulligan here, for sure we're getting Forge down. I could get Forge to grab X-Jet instead of Utopia. I mean, Utopia is really good here too. We grab X-Jet and then we play it with this. Then we have 1 resource to play Pixie. I have to use a quick shift to do that. I mean, I don't need to hold on to quick shift because I just changed the phase. So I think it's fine to toss the resource. We're going to hold on to his hand because it's a pretty good hand. So yeah, let's not mulligan anything here because I don't want to draw into... Actually, we have the double. So if we draw into better stuff, we just play it. Let's mulligan this card, Shadowcat Surprise, and we'll draw 1 more card for a mulligan. So we'll draw back to 6. Got team building. Ooh, okay. Okay, that could be really good. All right, so that's our hand here. And then let's do Magik's mulligan, so she can drop to 6 as well. Okay, Magik did not get nearly as good of a hand as Shadowcat here. We got our crown though, so I think that's going to be pretty essential. Don't think I care about the mystical armor. Magic barrier, so villain initiates attack. We don't really need that. Polaris could be good. We can hold a spiritual meditation. Let's mulligan discard 3 for Magik and draw 3 more cards. Looking for some build out stuff. Okay, X Gene is good. Ooh, okay. Speaking of build out cards, there we go. Okay, all right. Okay, so let's see here. Let's go and get started here with Kitty Pryde, starting us off. So if I play team building, I could play Pixie here for 1, grab Forge back, play him, and then I'll have either X or Utopia that I can't play though. So if I team building Forge instead, okay, let's say I team building Forge, then he can grab me the X-Jet, which I could just play here, and then I can use as a resource for Magik. I think that's going to be the play for us. Yeah, I think I can toss quick shift. I'll just change my form by attacking Sinister. Okay, so let's go ahead and actually, I think we phase control here, and we're just gonna do more thwarting, right? We can thwart for 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's do that. We're gonna use our phase control. Action, flip your mass form upgrade. Then once around, we're gonna change this over to our phase form here. So if we attack or defend, we have to flip over. So we're gonna make sure that we don't attack or defend, so we can end our turn in the phase form. Now we're gonna flip up to here to hero form. We're going to use a double resource, so we can play a team building exercise. It's a 2-cost support, and as a hero action, we exhaust this card to play a card from hand that shares a trait with your hero, reducing its cost by 1. So Shadowcat has the X-Men trait right here. So if we exhaust team building exercise, we can play X-Men for a reduced cost. Forge the X-Men is going to be 1 cost. Pixie will be a resource, so we can play Forge. So let's put them right here. All right. Whenever Forge enters play, we can search your deck and discard out for X-Men or X-Force support and add to your hand. So let's look through here. Card here. I think I'll just grab the X-Jet and we'll shuffle up. Yeah, because Uncanny is not a doesn't have the X-Men trait, so we can't grab with Forge. Otherwise, we definitely want to grab Uncanny, right? That's the main card of this Shadowcat leadership deck. All right, and then we're just gonna try to get set up here a little bit. So let's use 3 resources here, so we can play the X-Jet. It's a 3-cost support. When exhausted, generate a wild resource for any player whose identity has X-Men trait, which could include Magik. Not right now, but when we flip to the hero form, we have the X-Men trait, so that'll be really useful for Magik. Okay, so we're just going to have Shadowcat thwart for 2 from the main. Hope will also thwart for another 2, and then Forge is gonna thwart for 1 for a total of 5 threat, clearing off the main scheme. And then Forge will take constant damage. Hope does not take constant damage for activating. And Hope thwarts for 2 because she's copying Shadowcat's thwart stat. Alright, I think that is it there. Okay, that's going to end Shadowcat's turn. We're going to pass over here to Magik. And let's see what Magik's going to do. I feel like... No, we've got to play X-Gene first, of course, right? If I play X-Gene, I like all this other stuff. I want to flip out here for him, see what's next. So let's go ahead and use a resource here. We're going to play the X-Gene. It's a 1-cost support. Play only if your identity has a mutant trait, which we do have in our alt ego. We can exhaust a card to generate a water resource for an identity-specific event. So only for events that are identity-specific. Interrupt whenever you change the hero form. We're going to change the hero form right now. Choose a spell card in your discard pile and put it on top of your deck. So let's grab our Magik Barrier. Because there's a spell here, so we put it on top. Oh, it goes on top of our deck, actually. Wait, do I want to put it on top of my deck? Let's get the Spirit Meditation, actually. So we'll get this instead as a spell card. I think it was like in this order in discard pile. Whoops. So this is a spell card, and we can put it on top of our deck. Limit once per phase. We change the hero form, so we're changing out the hero form here. And in hero form, we can play the top card of your deck face up as a constant effect. So the top card's always going to be face up here. And once per phase, you may play the top card of your deck as if you're in your hand, reducing its cost by 1. So do I get the Spiritual Meditation here, which will draw me 2 and I discard 1? I think I do. Yeah, let's go ahead and play Spiritual Meditation here as if you're in your hand, reducing its cost by 1. It's already 0, so we just play this here for free. Draw 2 cards and then discard 1 from your hand. So we're going to draw 2 here. 1, 2. And this card is going to be face up because we always have the top card face up. And we discard 1. Probably just a stepping disc goes here. Yeah, we just do a stepping disc. Right here, choose a magic. Wait. Choose a magic disc upon not necessarily put it on top of your deck. It's not that useful. Okay. All right. I could just get out the Sorcerer Supreme and just work on getting built out here. We do have the defenses lined up already. If I get this, I could also play Magik's Crown. Man, I'd be greedy with the X-Jet. And I lose Polaris. I think we do that. Yeah, we're just going to be super greedy here. Okay, we're going to use 2 resources here. We're just going to try to get set up. So I can play Sorcerer Supreme as a 2-cost upgrade. Play only if your identity has a Mystic trait. You get +1 hand size while in hero form. So now we have a hand size of 6 in hero form. And we do have the Mystic trait. Then we're going to exhaust the extra to generate a wild resource for a player whose identity has an X-Men trait. Magik has an X-Men trait. So Shadowcat can give her that resource. Second resource here. So we can play Magik's Crown. We now gain steady on Magik, and while the top card of your deck is a mental or a wild, we get +1 thwart. So it's a mental right now. So right now we have 2 thwart. So let's go ahead and just thwart for 2. Clear off the main entirely, and then that's gonna end our turn. Let's write it back up. I should have had 4 just swing for 1. Let's write it back up. All right. So what we're gonna do? No cards in either player's hands. That was a pretty clean turn. Magik's gonna draw up to 6 here, thanks to the Sorcerer Supreme. Ooh, we got Limbo. Okay, that's what we want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, ooh, we got Magik Barrier too, which could be really good with the X-Gene. And the top card's gonna be face up, just scrying. Okay, if your deck has a energy or wire, we can do 3 damage. We're not gonna be able to do that. Okay, and then Shaka dropped to 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right, it is Sinister's turn. He's gonna add 4 to the main because it's 2 per player. So already goes up to 4 out of 10. If he gets like 1 scheme, he's gonna pop. But luckily, these decks are both pretty hero form oriented decks, which is I think a pretty cool matchup here for Sinister. So we don't have to flip down a lot. Okay, so we add a 4 here. Then something else happens. Sinister is going to attack Shadowcat here because she's the first player. I don't think we drew a quick shift. Yes, so I think we just defend here. And while we're defending in phase form, we can't take any damage. So he's hitting us with a base of 3. It's a boost card of 2, so 5 damage. We don't take any damage, so that's fine. And then after we attack or defend, we have to flip this over. So this will flip over to our solid form now. It'll be right up still. All right, then Sinister is going to attack Magik. I kind of want to see. When enemy initiates attack, we can prevent 3. So we have to play it now. If I want to do it. The Stun and Confuse won't be that good here because of his thing constantly adding threat. Do I Magik Barrier this? I think I do because I don't want to take damage. I don't think I'm going to play a Slow Strike, so I can use X-Gene right now. And yeah, it's important that I don't take damage from him because we're not flipping down that often, right? So yeah, let's go ahead and so when an enemy initiates an attack, he's initiating right now. We can exhaust action, generate a water resource for an identified specific event, which is a magic barrier. We can prevent 3 of that damage, and if the top card of our deck is a wild or energy, we can do 3 damage back. It's okay, we don't have that. So we're gonna prevent 3 damage. We're not gonna defend. We're just gonna play this whenever he initiates the attack. So same with the base of 3. This will be the boost card to magic 2. So we take 2 damage. That'll bring us from 10 down to 8. All right, that resolves the magic barrier. Okay, so we still have 4 to block for us if we need them to. Then we're going to do encounter cards. So 1 to Shadowcat, 1 to Magik. Shadowcat got, oh, Magik's obligation here. So give to Aeon Rasputin player. So it gives to Magik. Choose. We can exhaust her. Sorry, we can flip to alter ego form. Let's flip over to alter ego form. And to choose, we can exhaust her to remove this card from the game. So Dark Child is not going to be removed. Okay. Where's our remove stuff? Let's put it here. Okay. And then encounter card for Ileana is Dark Designs. Oh man, place a pursuit counter. I hope it doesn't pop it. Place a pursuit counter on Pursue by the Past. So it's going to be 1 counter here. If there's ever 5, because it's 3 more than amount of players, so it's going to be 5, then that will flip over and get an Nemesis. But only 1 now. Then if it has any counters on it, the villain scheme. So since it's a scheme with a base of 2, it's a boost here of 1, and the villain's attacking against piercing, it's not attacking. So it's just going to be scheming for 3. So 3 plus 4, and then it goes up to 5. All right. All right, that is not bad. And we got rid of a Dark Designs there. So that's actually pretty good for us. Then at the end of the round, we're going to pass the first bit token and hope over to Magik here because she will start us off. All right, and let's see what she's got going. And this will flip back over because we can't see the top card of our deck if we're in alter ego, only hero form. All right, so for sure we're going to Limbo here, right? Limbo is, way too good. I really want a minion to pin down. We didn't get one that turn. Let's see what Shadowcat's going on. Shadowcat could face the pass. I don't think I do though. I could Shadowcat Surprise and get the ready with our solid form and do some damage Sinister. Yeah, I think we're for sure doing that. And then we could, you got this, not that good right now because Hope is not, because Hope, if she copies Shadowcat's stats and we buff our stats with this is really good, right? Oh, actually, never mind. It's only me for that use. So that's okay. Okay, so if we Shadowcat Surprise here like this, then we could team building a card and then save 1 card in hand. So I think we hold on to Beak. Yeah, I play Kid Omega. He's a powerful ally here. And then we try to thwart out the main and then do damage where we can. And we hold on to Beak for next turn whenever there's more threats. Okay, yeah, okay. So let's do that. So we can give the resource here to Magik after we planned out Shadowcat's turn. So I'm going to do an alter ego. I don't think there is. Let's just flip back up here. And we could get a spell. I don't think I want to grab one because I want Hope to copy my thwart stat right now. Yeah, we're not going to use interrupt. It's not a force interrupt, so don't have to trigger it. Yeah, it's fine. Let's do that. We're going to flip up here to hero form. And now we play with the top card of our deck face up. So since this is a mental resource with Magik's Crown, we get +1 thwart. Hope is going to copy that 2 thwart. She's going to thwart for 2 from the main. So let's have her help us out a little bit. And then, okay, we for sure are playing Limbo. As an action, when exhausted, swap a card in your hand with the top of your deck. So if I swap Limbo with Scrying, I could play Legion. Wait, okay, let me see. If I play Limbo like this, and I swap Legion with Scrying, what does Legion do? Look at the top 3 cards of your deck, draw 1, discard 1, put the other 1 back. So we play Legion, and then I want to get Protective Train on him as well, so he can just get tons of value for us, right? Yeah, I think that's what we do. Okay, let's use a resource here. We're going to play Limbo. This is our main card here with Magik. So as a response, after villain phase begins, we can exhaust this to swap a card in your hand with the top of your deck. And as an action, so we can do this in the player phase, we can exhaust Limbo to swap a card in your hand with the top card of your deck. So we have Limbo here. Comes right up. Let's exhaust it. We can swap a card in your hand with the top card of our deck. So let's swap Legion here with Scrying. Okay. Then let's go ahead and play Scrying, 0 cost event. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Draw 1, discard 1, put 1 back on top of your deck. So top 3 cards here. Ooh, we got an energy. If I draw the energy, I play Legion. Oh man, I don't need the energy. So let me think here. Oh, I wish I didn't play it. Okay, wait, this is our hand. We don't need that. We're gonna discard Immune Protectors. And then I draw one, put one back on top of my deck. I guess I'm gonna put Legion here because I want to play him at a cheaper cost. Yeah, so we put Legion on top of our deck, and we're gonna draw the energy here. Okay. Man, I don't really need that. Dang. Okay, so that resolves scrying. Then, because I have the X-Jet here, so I could hold on to Soul Strike. It's not really a point to doing that. So I save X-Jet for Shadowcat, and we'll see if she can do anything else. So once per phase, we can play top of our deck, reducing his cost by 1. So it's be a double to play a Legion. He's only 2 costs now. Alright, so Legion's pretty powerful here. First, let's go ahead and equip him. We're going to use a resource right here to play Protective Training. Attach to X-Men ally, we're going to give us a Legion. He gets plus 3 hit points. So now he has 6 hit points here. And top card deck's going to be face up, which is a mental resource. Okay, so Legion is going to... Do we have enough thwarting? I think we're okay with the thwarting, right? Let me see. What's Shadowcat doing again? She has a versatility thwart by a lot as well. That's fine. Let's have Legion. We're going to swing for 1 and Sinister. That'll bring from 34 down to 33. And then Legion's ability is... oh, sorry, guys. Something happened on my camera. Is everything okay? Okay, yeah, still recording. Okay, so we swing for 1 on Sinister. And then as a response, after we use a basic power, like our basic attack activation, we can discard the top card of our deck. Let's do that. If it's a mental resource, we can remove 2 there from the scheme. So we can take 2 off of the main. That's from 5 down to 3. Alright, pretty good. Then Legion will take a consequential damage. And then we always have the top card of our deck face up with Magik's ability. So let's see what it is. It's going to be energy here. Alright. Then what's going on next? We're going to pass it over to Shadowcat. Alright, Shadowcat is going to... Actually, do I even care about Shadowcat Surprise? If I Shadowcat Surprise, I could play... let me see. If I Shadowcat Surprise, then I play Kid Omega. Oh man, there's no point. We have the extra X-Jet here. It's not going to do anything for us, unfortunately. Yeah, I didn't need that double from Magik this turn. I could play You Got This. I don't need to though, unless we just want to do more damage. But I'd rather just keep the allies up to block right now, because Sinister does not have overkill. But if he gets flight because he pops the main, then he will have overkill. I think we still hold the Beak. Beak is gonna just stay there. Let's use a resource here and Saw to generate a physical resource if we exhaust it for an attack or defense event to play Shadowcat Surprise, which is an attack event. Here, action attack, do 3 damage to enemy and then ready up your hero. So we're gonna hit Sinister for 3, bring it from 33 down to 30, and we can ready up Shadowcat. And then after we attack, we may flip our form with the solid form here. Do we flip? See, I'm gonna thwart, and then I'm gonna play Kid Omega. Well, Kid Omega can get his ping with that. So yeah, we're gonna flip our form over, solid over to face after attacking with our Shadowcat Surprise. Then we're just gonna thwart for 2 from the main. So I guess we can get some value out of the X-Jet here. Let's use Team Building Exercise to play a card from hand with the X-Men trait, because Shadowcat has the X-Men trait. 1 resource here for total 2 to play Kid Omega. When Kid Omega enters play, we can spend... Let's go and do it. We can spend a mental resource, declare the X-Jet swap to be a mental to deal... Or sorry, to remove 1 threat from each scheme. So let's clear a threat off the main there. Right, and then Kid Omega is just going to exhaust. We're going to swing for 2 on Sinister. Bring some 30 down to 28. And then Kid Omega will take a consequential damage. And we're going to hold on to Beak because he's just really, really good here. So we're going to hold on to Beak and we're going to draw back up to 5, ending our turn for both players. Yeah. I really want to get the Uncanny here for Shadowcat. We did not get it. And then, let's see, Magik can drop to 6 here because the Sorcerer Supreme. Our economy is really good now. If we just get build support to get the Helicarrier in play, that'd be even better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Top card be face up. Okay. We have Immune Protectors actually. So I could get X. No, but we don't really want that that confusion, because if we confuse Sinister, then with that threat on the main. So it's probably not worth it. We'd put 2 confused status cards too, because of the super strength he has steady. We probably just don't go for statuses this game, I think, because that's just way too, we have to mitigate so much. Now question is, with Limbo here, when the build phase begins, which is right now, we can exhaust and swap a card in your hand with the top card of your deck. I could grab Colossus here. If I swap Colossus, when an enemy attacks, we can play Colossus from your hand, paying his resource cost to declare him a defender without exhausting him. And he has toughness. So we get him for a cheap, for cost reduction. But then what would we do during our player phase if I do that? Right? If I swap Colossus there, and then let's say, so he's here, so I have a card in my hand. I spend 2 to play him. I could use the X Jet to play the Avengers Mansion. And then just try to get built out more. And then we have allies to help us manage stuff. Shadowcat has some good management cards right here for a side scheme. And Loki can do damage. I feel that we're actually okay. Yeah, I think we might do that. Let's go for the Colossus play. And he'll be ready up to help us activate as well. Yeah, okay, we're actually going to go for Colossus here. So let me see, how can I save some space? Let's move this over. And then let's move this over here. So this is going to be a room right for Colossus. All right. Okay, so when the phase begins, we're going to swap Protective Training with Colossus on top of our deck by exhausting Limbo. Okay, now, since he's going to add 4 to the main. He is going to attack Magik. So whenever he attacks here, we can trigger Colossus Interrupt. When an enemy attacks you, play Colossus from your hand, and we can play the top card of your deck as if you're in your hand, reducing his cost by 1. Oh, Colossus is going to be 2 costs, yeah. And then declare him by paying his resource cost and declare him defender without exhausting him. So we can reduce his cost by 1 here with Magic's ability, and we can play him from our hand. So we're going to use 2 resources here to play Colossus because we're reducing it once per phase. This would be during the villain phase. So we get him down here. He has toughness with his ability to top cards can be face up. Ooh, I like that. He has toughness. And then he's declared the defender without exhausting. So he's going to be ready up and he's going to take this attack for us. So Sinister hitting with a base of 3, gets a boost for his activation. He gets +1 scheme plus attack for each superpower attachment on him, which is 1. So he's going to be hitting for 4. That will knock out the tough from Colossus. I realize Sinister has piercing because of super strength, right? So some encounter, like we just got a boost effect earlier. If it wasn't a attack, it would gain piercing. Yeah, so actually that could have been bad. But luckily Colossus tanked it with his stuff. All right, so he tanked the hit. And then Sinister is going to attack Magik now, or Shadowcat now. I think we just defend with Shadowcat. Do I just want to lose Forge here, actually? No, because then I play Beak. But then I want to play Lockheed. When enemy would attack this card and then they confuse it. I don't want to confuse them. Yeah, I think we just Lockheed and Beak here. Clear off threat. Yeah, so actually we're going to have Forge block the hit for us. So Sinister's hitting with a base of 3, gets a boost card of 2. So 5 damage, takes out Forge. All right. Then we're going to do encounter cards. So 1 to Magik and then 1 to Shadowcat. Magik got Sinister Disguise attached to Mr. Sinister. When a player would do damage to Sinister, we can spend 2 mentos. If we don't, they do damage to a friendly character with a few remaining hit points instead. And discard whether resources were spent or not. Okay, that's fine. We can just knock out an ally with that. So 1 attack will get soaked by an ally. And then we got Thrown Object. Attached to villain. His attacks gain range, and after villain attacks, discards card. So his next attack's going to have +3 attack. Okay, so we probably just block that with Shadowcat, I guess. Okay. So he only attacks once with the Thrown Object. Okay. All right, we pass this back over to Shadowcat. Hope we'll fly back over here. And then we move this over to Magik. All right, and then let's go ahead and get started here with this turn. So I think Magik's just going to play the Mansion, borrowing the X-Shed here. I want to get built out a lot. We can't use a double here, unfortunately. Actually, I could plan for the double for next turn. I could play an ally or something this turn and use, because that might be more effective. The thing is, I could actually try to get a confuse on him, right? If I X and I play phase control and I work on the thwarting right now, that could work. Let me think here. If I play X with the X jet, I could play a phasing control, and then I'm short a resource to play Beak. This could block out an attack, confuse that enemy, and then he'll attack Magik, where we can just block with an ally. Yeah, I feel like it would be a bigger advantage if we are able to get him to be phased and confused, and we have X there as well. We'll have to put extra threat on the main though, but he'll be confused. Do I go for that? Yeah, let's actually go for that. Okay, so we need to play X here for Magik, and then we have team building here, which is going to be dead for this turn because I can't afford Beak. That's fine. Okay, we're going to use 3 resources here. Let's go ahead and play a Phase Confuse. Here for only attached enemy, we're going to give this to Miss Sinister. Force interrupt whenever he would attack with his cards instead, and then we confuse the enemy. So he's going to just get blocked out right there. Then Shadowcat and Hope will both thwart for a total of 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to clear this off here. Right? No, wait, we have X. Hold up. We're not going to do that. Let's do this is Magik's hand. So if I play X, I can't have him block the attack from Sinister, unfortunately. Right? It's going to go on Kid Omega because I want to get rid of the Sinister disguise. So let's see. I want to stay in phase, of course. So let's have Shadowcat thwart for 2 for the main. Okay. Then we're going to exhaust Hope Summers, and we're going to swing for 2 at Sinister. So with the Sinister disguise here, whenever a player would do damage to Mr. Sinister, that player may spend 2 mentals. If they do not do that damage to your friendly character with the fewest remaining hit points, so it's going to be Kid Omega here. So we're going to do 2 damage. Hope's going to do it to Kid Omega. So Kid Omega just dies. And I believe that a player is considered all of our cards as well, right? All of our allies are considered part of the player. It's not just the hero, because it would say whenever a hero or something would do damage. All right, and then discard this card whether the resources were spent or not. So we get rid of the Sinister Disguise. Hope got tricked there, and she killed Kid Omega. That's okay. All right, so we got rid of that. And then what are we doing? We're just going to hold on to Beak here, and we're going to pass it over to Magik. Okay, so Magik is going to borrow the X Jet from Shadowcat. This would be 2 more for a total of 3. So we can play Professor X. Whenever X enters play, choose one. We're pick the one to confuse the villain. So Sinister is steady, so he's not fully confused. But when we put a status card, we have to put 2 threat on the main scheme with his force response. So 2 threat going on the main. X will throw for 3, drop the main down to 1, and then he will take a consequential damage. All right. Then, if I Legion here, yeah, so I think we're not going to proc Legion because I want that double. So Legion will just store for 1, clear off the main, and it is not a force response, so we don't have to trigger it, but he'll take a consequential damage. And then Colossus can swing for 2 on Sinister. That'll bring him from 28 down to 26. We're just slowly wheeling him down. Magik is going to exhaust. We're going to swing for 2 as well. From 26 down to 24. All right, so we got him down to 24 life there. And then we did consequential damage. We got to give it to Colossus there. All right, that's going to end our turn. Let's draw back up to 6 for Magik. Draw this double. So now we can play the Mansion and hopefully help out Shadowcat. And then let's rotate back up. All right, Shadowcat's going to hold on to Beak. I mean, we get a side scheme. Beak just kills it, so definitely hold on to Beak. We draw 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 5. Ooh, we got Quick Shift here for phased. But we're not going to play it because we have X to block anyway. So hopefully Sinister gets an attack activation with his encounter cards. Okay, then let's see here. Okay, so Sinister's going to add 4 to the main. He is going to attack Shadowcat. Force interrupt whenever he would attack this card instead. So this gets discarded and then confuse that enemy. So we put a confuse status, right? It says confuse enemy, so we're going to put a confuse status on Sinister. Whenever we put a confuse on him, we have to add 2 threat because the status card was placed on him. So the man will go from 4 up to 6. So if he schemes, it could be bad, except he's confused, so he won't be able to scheme anyways. I think that would be useful. And then, okay, so he attacked Shadowcat, didn't go through. He's going to attack Magik now. So he has a +3 from this, and his attacks gain range after he attacks his card. Okay, so X will defend his attack. He's in with base of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boost card, 7, 8 damage, takes out Professor X. And then after this attack, we will discard the thrown object. Oh, I forgot. Top card is going to be face up here with Magik, with Exorcism. Okay, so this will get discarded now. All right, clear it off. Then in counter cards, we have 2, 1 for Shadowcat and 1 for Magik. Shadowcat got, ooh, perfect, Sinister Strike, place a pursuit counter on pursuit by the past. So this will go up to 2. Doesn't do anything until it gets 5. And then if there are counters on it, the villain will attack you. So since it's going to attack Shadowcat here, we're going to play our trusty quick shift here. To interrupt when an enemy attacks you, if you are in phase 4, which you are, we can draw 2 cards. And since we have a lot of economy, let's hope that we can draw into our Uncanny. 1, 2. No Uncanny. Okay, that's okay. So we drew the cards, and it has a defense keyword, so we are defending this attack right here. So since it's doing 1, 2, 3, this would be his boost. He gets +1 more attack because there's one superpower attachment, so it's going to be 4 damage, and we won't take anything because we're in phase 4 and we're defending with the defense keyword, which means that we are defending. Since we're in phase, we don't take damage, and then after the attack, we'll flip over to solid as a force response, and that's going to resolve the quick shift there. Okay, that was really good. We did everything. Yep, and then counter card for Magik here. It's going to be I'll take that. Discard the upgrade you control with the lowest cost. Highest cost instead if the villain has silent trade. So he doesn't have silent trade. So discard the upgrade you control with the lowest cost. So it has to be the X Gene here. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So we just lose X Gene. Yeah, okay. I mean, better than the Source Supreme or the Magik's Crown, I guess. And then that is it with that. Alright. Whoops, dropped the card. Alright, so that's going to end Sinister's turn. We're going to pass Hope. And the first player took it over to Magik here, who starts. Okay, so this is really good because now we have him confused, so we could actually even flip down if we want to. But I'm not going to do that. Let's see what Shadowcat's got going on here with her big hand. We could. No, Face Strike, there's no attachment that we want this card. Arrow doesn't do anything. Hue Control, not that useful here. I mean, I probably just play Beast, grab a double, play Beak. I'm going to attack with Shadowcat. Yeah, I really wish we could play Uncanny here, but it's still in our deck. Yeah, I think we just do that. And then we have the X-Shed here for Magik. And then we can do some damage on Sinister and remove threat. Okay, so we're moving at least, we're going to take 2 threat off with Beak. So Magik doesn't have to do that. Let's go ahead and play, we don't need to confuse from this. So we can use 4 resources here. Do I want to, no, I don't want to use Limbo yet. Let's use 4 resources here so we can play the Avengers Mansion. So it's a 4-cost support. When exhausting, choose a player, draw a card. Actually, do I just want Shadowcat to go through her deck a little bit right now and have her draw the card? I think she has a perfect turn right now. I'm not sure what Magik's going to be doing though. Why don't we find more information first? Actually, what does this do? I think I kind of want Legion to discard Exorcism. So we're going to have Legion. Let's have him Thor for 1 from the main. And then we're going to trigger his response to discard the top card of your deck. If it's a printed energy, we can do 2 damage to enemies. So let's hit another 2 on Sinister. Bring down from 24 down to 22. And Legion will take a consequent damage. So 3 damage on him, but with the protective training, he has 6 life here. And then flip top card face up is going to be a double physical there. I kind of want to play the protective training on Hope here. So she can never die, but I think we're so golden that we don't necessarily need to do that. If I Avengers Mansion this, no, what I do is I probably just Limbo and play that card for free. Let's see, Spiritual Meditation. Yeah, we're just going to Limbo here. So swap a card in your hand with the top of your deck, swap the physical with the protective training. Alright, then now that we have Memento, Magik has 2 thwart. Hope will copy that 2 thwart, so she's going to thwart for 2. Drop the main from 5 down to 3. She doesn't take consequent damage. And let's see, Beak will remove the rest, so I don't worry about threat anymore this turn. Then I'm going to play the top card of our deck as if they're in our hand, reducing its cost by 1. So let's play the protective training here for free. Who am I putting it on? Hope or Colossus. Attach to X-Men ally, and they get +3 life. I kind of want to do Colossus here. See, a Sinister attacks. Shadowcat can block. No, I mean, I think Colossus would chump block actually. Colossus has a good on-play effect. So we're attached to the Hope now, so now she has 6 life. Alright, and then we're going to... Wait, top card deck's going to be face up. Stepping disc here. So I could draw this, ready, and then put a card... I think we just do that actually. Yeah, let's go ahead and mention ourselves. So we draw a stepping disc. And top card deck's gonna be face up. Ooh, Helicarrier. I can play it next turn with the double. Okay, so we got that. Magik is gonna just swing for 2 on Sinister. That'll bring from 22 down to 20. Alright, then we're going to use a resource here, play our stepping disc. Actually, wait, I could draw the Helicarrier. If I draw Helicarrier and another card, I could discard one. Yeah, do I need that? I think we just draw the Helicarrier actually, guys. Just getting completely set up here. Yeah, we're actually just gonna play Spiritual Meditation. Play only if your deck has Mystic Trait, which you do have. Draw 2 cards and discard 1 from your hand. So let's draw 2. Top card will be face up. And we're gonna discard 1. Ooh, I want to play that. Okay, let's discard the Stepping Disc. Yeah, it doesn't matter. And then we're gonna use 3 resources here. We're just gonna get built out. So we can play the Helicarrier. It's a 3-cost support. We can exhaust it to choose a player and reduce a card of the next cost. Reduce the cost of the next card that player plays by 1. Alright, Colossus will swing for 2. Bring Sinister from 20 down to 18. Just doing a little bit of damage every single turn, and Colossus will take constant damage. Alright, and I think we're good here. We're going to deck out. I want Colossus back in the shuffle, but we can always grab him back, I think, with Stepping Disc, right? Yeah, okay. That will be really good. Okay, then we're going to pass it over to Shadowcat here. Alright. Alright, what do we do with Shadowcat here? We have so much resources. Let's exhaust the Helicarrier to reduce the cost of the next card we play by 1. So Beast's only going to be 3 cost. Team Train will make Beast 2 cost because he shares the X-Men trait with Shadowcat here. So it's currently 2 costs. We're going to use 2 resources here so I can play Beast. Alright. Whenever Beast enters play, search your deck and discard pile for a resource card. Add to your hand. Let's look through our discard here and we'll get a double resource. Doesn't matter which one. Let's just get the Genius because it has Beast's picture on it. So we add this to our hand now. Okay. Then we could, if I played this, I can play this. Yeah, I think that's fine. Let's exhaust the extra generate water resource. So we can play a Q control. 1 cost upgrade. After you ignore the guard patrol keyword on a minion, we can exhaust this card and do 2 damage to that minion. I don't know where we're going to be doing that. And this would be a double resource, so we can play Beak here. Whenever Beak enters play, remove 1 threat from a scheme for each X-Men ally you control. Holt only has 2 X-Men allies right now with Beast and Beak, so 2 off the main. And then Beak would just store for 1. Drop it, clear it off. He'll take a consequential damage. And then we're going to have Shadowcat swing for 2 on Sinister. That'll bring from 18 down to 16. And then we're going to flip over to phase form after we attack. And then Beast will swing for 2. That will bring Sinister from 16 down to 14. Yeah, we are bringing him down here. And then Beast will take a consequent damage. I'm feeling pretty good. This would be a little bit of a tempo turn for Sinister because we're decking out, but we have so many allies right now. I feel we can do a lot of work, especially Legion. Alright, that's going to end our turn. Let's ready everything back up. Yeah, Legion's going to go crazy here with the Protective Train. We don't even need to heal him yet. Alright, so what are we going on? Let's do Shadowcat first. We're going to draw back up to 5 because she's not going to deck out. Where is that Uncanny X-Men? It's so deep in the deck. Yeah, we still don't have it yet. Okay, we have... Okay, and then Magik's going to draw back up to 6. We're going to deck out. So we get dealt a face-down counter card. And then we're going to shuffle our discard pile back into the deck and then draw 4 more cards. We have Rock Slide in our hand. Okay, so while we're shuffling, let's just go ahead and do Sinister's turn. He's going to add 4 to the main. And then he is going to attack Magik here. Okay, I think we just defend this with Beak. Yeah, we're just going to block here. Oh, wait. Actually, we got to shuffle and finish. Seeing what, because we could get our defense event. But at the same time, if I get it, I probably don't even want to play it because I don't want to take more damage. I'm 8 life. Because I don't want to flip at all this game, right? That's kind of how these decks work against Sinister. And Sinister can scheme so much. We do have the Confuse on him, but probably don't want to flip. So we're going to draw 4 more here, back up to 6. 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then top card's going to be face up. So we got a Stepping Disc here. Okay, so Sinister is attacking Magik. We do not have any defense events. So yeah, we're going to just have Beak here. Exhaustive block. He's hitting with a base of 1, 2, 3. Boost is going to be 1, and it gives Sinister a tough stats card. Okay, so it gets a tough. When he gets a stats card, we put 2 down in the main, so it goes from 4 up to 6. And then it's going to be a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 damage on Beak. And that will take Beak out. Right. Alright, so that was the attack on Magik. Now Sinister is going to attack Shadowcat here. I think we just defend in phased here. Oh, Triage can heal Magik. That would be really good. I definitely want to do that. Yeah, let's exhaust to defend for 2. Same with a base of 3. This would be his boost. 1, and the boost effect is you are stunned. Oh man. Or we got exhausted too. So he gets stunned. He's gonna do 3 damage. We defend. We can't take damage in phase, so we flip phase over now. Alright. Oh, I need Utopia as well. We haven't gotten Utopia either. That would go crazy. Man. Alright, it is... So he attacked everybody. The man's at 6, and he's going to deal encounter cards. So 1 encounter card to Magik for 2, and a 1 to Shadowcat. Because Magik is the first player. Magik will reveal all of her cards. She got... Oh, snap. Oh, wait, he's confused. Okay. Plays 1 pursuit counter on Pursue by Past. So it goes up to 3. If he gets a Sinister Schemes, though, he's going to pop that. I feel he's going to get into this turn because we haven't seen this whole game. Then if there's any counters on it, the villain will scheme. There are counters, so Sinister's going to scheme, but he is fully confused even with the steady with the 2 status cards. I think we're definitely going to lose the main here. Another encounter card. Permanently phased. Okay. Oh, man. With exhaust, and we just got stunned, and we're exhausted. Give to a K Pride player. Flip your mass form upgrade to phased. You cannot attack, defend, or change mass forms. As an alternate action, we exhaust K Pride to move this card from the game, so its obligation stays in our game area. Kind of messing us up, basically. Let's put it on top of here, because we basically just can't use anything with our... As an alternate action, we have to exhaust ourselves, and we're already exhausted there, unfortunately. Alright, encounter card for Kitty Pride is going to be Sinister Strike and Alter Ego. Place the Pursue counter on Pursue by Pass. If there's any counters, it's going to surge. So there's 5 counters, or there's 4 now, I mean. So it will surge. Unfortunately, our Nemesis is coming up soon. Into Hairbag, our first minion. Teamwork, and it's going to surge. So engage with Shadowcat, it's going to surge into Evil Alliance. Okay, if no minions activate, each Nemesis will activate. If there's no minions, we place 3 pursuit counters on Pursue by Pass. So there's going to be 7 counters here. So whenever there are more than 5, we remove every counter. So that's kind of nice that it's stacked up that way. We lose all the counters on there, and then we flip this card over. So it's going to be for Shadowcat. So her Nemesis would come into play. Her Nemesis set, I mean. So we're going to get a White Queen coming into play. Yeah, things are ramping up. Hellfire Club here. So when it's defeated, we search encounter this pile and sets like area for a Hellfire Pond, and then we put it into play so it won't surge at least. So we have a side scheme. And we shuffle these 3 cards into the encounter deck. White Queen is going to be engaged with Shadowcat. She has Villainous. Whenever she's engaged with you, you're confused. So we're just constantly confused as a permanent effect while she's engaged with us. And we can't attack, defend, or change form. So we just have to ready back up. And then, wait till we can get ready up. And we don't have Utopia as well. That is just, yeah, that's the worst time to get this card, I think. So shuffle up. Ah, crappers. Okay. Yeah, this is... I'm going to fix that in a second, guys. Sorry about that. Okay, we just got to shuffle. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Shuffle, shuffle. Alright. Clean the game area. Okay, Beast, Shadowcat. Alright, White Queen, Villainous. When she's engaged with you, you're confused. We have the confused status card. Alright, Hairbag. Okay. Alright, and then 4 threat on Hellfire Pawn, or the Hellfire Club. And there's still 6 enemies. So we didn't lose a man at least. That was good, but a lot of stuff happened. Alright, end of the round, we pass this over to Shadowcat, and then Hope will be with Shadowcat here. Alright, let's see what we got going on. This is not that useful. Oh, wait, X can ready up Shadowcat. No. Oh, man. We're in Alter Ego. He only ready up X. Wait, no. Oh, wait. We're in hero form. We're in hero form right now. Permanently phase and not flip us to Alter Ego. We just get it. Okay, so we can play X. Ready up Shadowcat. Okay, I'm glad we kept X here. X is going to come in. Crucial. Okay, yeah, so we can play X. And we can ready up Shadowcat. And we can get rid of this permanently phased here. Sinister will scheme on us, though. And he will probably get his Sinister Schemes, I think. I think we're going to have to just lose that main scheme. Yeah, we're stunned and confused and exhausted. So Shadowcat's kind of neutered this turn. If I play X for 1, 2, 3 with team building, I could play Triage and a heal Magik or heal Legion. I could also Helicarrier. I think I borrowed the Helicarrier, I guess. What is Magik got going on? Oh, we drew the X gene back. I'm probably not gonna play it now because I don't want to flip down with Magik. We definitely play our Soul Sword. We need a physical on top of our deck or a wild. So I probably can swap the X gene with Limbo. And a stepping disc. Okay. So Magik's gonna clear off all the minions, and she's gonna help us carry this turn here. Yeah, okay. So Shadowcat, I think it's pretty simple what we need to do. We're just going to use team building to reduce the cost of X by 1. So there's only 2 costs. This would be 2 resources here, so we can play Professor X. Alright, whenever X enters play, choose one. This time we're going to pick the one to ready up an X-Men character, which will be Shadowcat. And X will be ready up here. Then we're going to flip down to Alter Ego. And then we're ready up. We can exhaust ourselves to remove permanently phase from the game, right? Alter Ego action. We are in Alter Ego. Exhaust KD probably moves from the game. Yeah, so that's gone now. Okay, so X coming in super clutch there to give us that remove. So now next turn we can start to do stuff with KD Pride. Unfortunately, Sinister is going to scheme here and probably power up though. We can drop. I mean, no, he won't. I mean, he's going to get Sinister schemes, I'm pretty sure. Okay, let me see here. So we did that. And then what else are we going to do? We're going to request for a hero action from Magik or an action. Exhaust a Helicarrier to reduce the cost of the we play that one. So triage only 1 cost. Kid's Room is going to be a resource, so we can play Triage. We don't need that Alter Ego action card, just because we're not going to be in Alter Ego that often in this game. So Triage comes into play. Whenever he enters play, heal 2 damage to X-Men characters, heal 2 from Magik, and go back up to full health. I think keeping it at full health here is going to be useful for both players. Alright, and then Triage will be ready up. Okay, I think we just clear this off. Get a Hellfire Pawn. Yeah, okay. X and Triage will both thwart for a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 from the Hellfire Club. And they'll both take consequent damage. Let's go and do that first before I forget. And then when this side's going to defeat, the player who defeats it, which is going to be Shadowcat, we search the encounter deck, discard pawn, sets the air for a copy of the Hellfire Pond, and then put it in play, engage with them. Dang it, so I got to shuffle up again. Hellfire Pond. Okay, so it's put into play so it will not surge, but it does have guard and oh, it has guard patrol. I should have just had beast thwart first before. Dang it. Okay, so beast would just help us take out white queen then. All right, so we're all shuffled up again. Clean the game area. Clean the game area. Okay. All right. So since we have a guard and patrolman, beast will swing for 2 on white queen. She doesn't do anything immediately. Yeah, and then beast will take console damage. All right. And then we're gonna pass it over to Magik. Okay. All right. Magik's gonna be the one to do stuff for us here. Let me think. Okay, so I want to play the Soul Sword. I think I swapped the Soul Sword, played for cheap, and then no, because then the top card's not what we want. Then we're kind of screwed, right? I want to eventually play the Stepping Disc as well, though. Dang it. Okay, I think we're gonna Avenge the Mansion and draw a card. Let's get rid of this card, and maybe it'll be something else. Actually, yeah, I want the ready. Okay, so next card here is gonna be a Mental. We don't want the Mental either. Actually, Legion could use that Mental to remove some threat off the main. Okay, Hope swings 3. Magik swings 3. We ready up Magik, swing for 3 again. We Exorcism. We'll put a lot of threat on the main though. Dang it. Oh, wait, the patrol is only regarding to Kitty Pride. So actually, we can thwart the main here with Magik. So let's first, Legion's gonna thwart for 1 from the main. Then his response was top card of our deck. It's a printed mental resource, so we can remove 2 threat from a scheme, drops the main from 5 down to 3. And then Legion will take constant damage, so 4 total damage on Legion. And then we now have a new top card of our deck, which is still a mental. Okay. Then let me think here. So I need to do 1, 2, 3 attacks. Colossus could thwart for 2. Do I just do the limbo thing now? Okay, let's go ahead and use Rock Slide as a resource so we can play Soul Sword. It's restricted. Our base attacks now gain piercing, and while the top card of your deck has a mental or wild, we get +1 attack. So we can go up to potentially 3 attack, depending if we have the right card on top of our deck. Currently, we don't have it here with the mental. So Hope will copy our attack stat if we get up to 3 attack, though. So that's why I really want to do that. So I need to swing, swing, swing to defeat all the minions here. Colossal will thwart, clear that off. He'll go away. And then I don't think we do exorcism here because I'm worried about putting more stats cards on him. Stepping Disc will give us a ready. I could keep up. Let me see. Yeah, I think we're gonna. Let's get Colossus here, I think. And then, do I want to play the Mystical Armor? I could just play. Okay, wait, let me think here. Sorry, guys. If I Limbo, I play the Mystic Armor. And then if I Stepping Disc, I can get Colossus. Okay, Colossus is going to Thor for 2 from the main. He'll take a consequent damage and he'll get defeated here. So we can discard him. Okay. Then, actually, part of me just wants to play Colossus, do some more thwarting. But then I get less value out of him if he's not blocking an attack. But we have X anyways here, so I think it's fine. Because I have the double is the reason why I want to do that. Okay, let's use a resource here so we can play Stepping. Wait. Sorry, we're not going to do that yet. We need to... How do we get the right card on top of our deck? We can... No, I need to do attacks of 3 to take everyone out. Dang it. Yeah, I'm not good at playing Magic. Okay, let's go ahead and use Limbo here. We're going to swap the Spiritual Meditation with the card in our hand. Let's put the X gene here. So now it's a wild, so now we have the kicker for Magic Crown and Soul Sword. So we have 3 attack. Hope's going to swing for 3. Let's just take out White Queen here. She has 5 total life, so she's defeated. Alright. Then we are going to also swing for 3. Take out the Hellfire Pond. And then here's where we Stepping Disc. Yeah, let's use the resource here to play the Stepping Disc. So, ready your hero. Choose a magic card in your discard pile, not named Stepping Disc, put it on top of your deck. So we put Colossus on top of our deck, and then that resolves Stepping Disc, and then let's put this card face down again. And Colossus now on top. Okay. So I still use my ability, so I could play Colossus here for 2. And then, oh, we have the X Jet. I think we just do that. And then I want to thwart the main to 0. I think it's the thing what I want to do. Let's go ahead. So we have a wild right here, so we still have +1 attack. Let's swing for 3. Let's take out this guy first. So we're clearing off all the minions here for Shadowcat. And then I'm going to brawl the X-Shed here. We can exhaust generate a wild resource for any player whose identity has an X-Men trait. Magic has an X-Men trait, so we play Mystic Armor. We can retaliate 1 now. And if we have a energy or wild on top of our deck, we also get +1 defense. Then we're going to use our ability to play top card deck as they're in hand, reducing cost by 1. So Colossus will only be 2 costs, it would be a double. Let's play Colossus here, because we never did that ability. So he comes in right up, and the top card deck will be face up. And then Colossus has toughness. He's going to exhaust Thor for 2 from the main. He'll take a consequent damage and lose the tough stats card instead. Alright, that's gonna turn. That's gonna turn. I think that was decent. We're just right back up. We didn't really get built out or anything that turn. No like tempo push, but we just managed everything that Sinister threw at us. So that's pretty good. We're just kind of mitigating his turn there because that was a big ramp turn for him with the extra encounter card. And Legion's alive. He has 2 life left with the protective training. Okay. Okay. So I think we hold on to this. Let's just draw back up to 6 for Magic with our Sorcerer Supreme. Stepping Disc here is really, really good. And top card of the deck will be face up, which is an energy. I don't want the energy. I'll probably put the X gene back. Okay, and then Kitty Pride can draw up to 6 because we're in Alter Ego. So we're just going to draw here. We got build support. There's Uncanny. Okay, so I don't need a build support. I just play the Uncanny. And we got Utopia with the Power Novelist. Okay, so I just play both of that, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Too bad Magic would be the first player, though. Dang it. Yeah, I wish Kitty was the first player for this. Okay. It is Sinister, so the Utopia won't do anything this turn that we played, though. So it's another slow turn, I think, but we should be able to do something the next turn. Sinister turn, he's going to add 4 to the main. Then he's going to scheme on Kitty Pryde with the base of 2. Here's going to be the boost card. Boost effect is after activation resolves, place a pursuit counter on pursuit by the pass. So just 1 counter there. And he just schemed for 2. So the main will go up to 6 now. Okay. If he gets 1 more scheme with Sinister schemes, that could be bad. Alright, he's going to attack Magik here. We're going to exhaust Professor X from Kitty Pryde to defend. And we're going to stay confused with that White Queen, I believe. It's a ruling with that. So 3 damage on Professor X plus a boost card of 1 and an exhaust character control. That's going to be for Kitty Pryde. So we're going to exhaust Triage? No, let's exhaust Beast. Alright. And then it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Takes out Triage. Or Professor X was defending. Triage can block the next hit. Alright. So we did the activation for Sinister. Now each player gets an encounter card. Man, where are the Sinister schemes, guys? I feel like they're definitely coming up soon. So 1 for Kitty, 1 for Magik. We got Draw Nearer. Oh, this is actually fine. So it's an obligation in Kitty Pryde's area. When your turn begins, this card top of your deck, place 1 pursuit counter for each printed resource icon on it. As an alter ego action, we are already in alter ego. We discard and add a specific card from your hand to discard it. Do we have idea specific? Oh, we don't have any idea specific cards, guys. I'll probably mention Kitty Pryde then. I really want to get rid of that. Dang it. Do we have any more idea specific cards in our deck? 1, 2. Wait, no, this is just 1 on the table. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 3 more cards in our deck. That's pretty thick. I'll just take the risk anyways. All right, and then Magik got Sinister Strike in hero form. Sinister attacks you. If he has aerial trait, you are stunned. He does not have aerial, right? He has a brute trait. Yeah, so we're not stunned. He's going to attack us. So we're going to have Triage block this one. Hit with the base of 1, 2, 3. Gets a boost. Boost effect is put the Hellfire Pawn engaged with you. It's going to be engaged with Kitty Pryde. Doesn't surge. Takes out Triage though with the hit. Alright, so it's going to be engaged. Both these are in Kitty Pryde's play area. Alright, and that will end the attack. That will end Sinister's turn. And we're going to pass. Oh, snap. I messed up, guys. Did I forget to move Hope over? Hope was with Kitty Pryde last turn, right? Man. We had her copy Magik stats. Okay, what would have happened, I think? Because Hope took out a Hellfire Pond. So we will need Colossus instead of Thoring. Sorry, guys. I messed that up. We're just going to do this. We're going to put 2 threat on the main. Instead of Colossus Thoring the main, he's going to help Hope take out a Hellfire Pond and have his activation be an attack instead. Because of that, because we had him thwart normally, and then he lost a tough stats card for 10 costume damage, so we'll just do that instead to fix that. Because Hope will only have the same stats as Kitty Pryde, which is 2/2, not 3 attack with Magik. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Hopefully that would have just been the same thing. We're gonna move everything back over to Magik now. Okay, so now it's Magik stuff. All right, guys. Let's just Avengers Mansion, Kitty. Or let me see. When your turn begins, so Kitty Pryde's turn to begin. Yeah, we're gonna exhaust Mansion to have Kitty Pryde draw a card. Ooh, we got it. Okay. So Draw Near says after your turn begins, discard the top card of your deck. Place a pursuit counter on pursuit by pass. It's Magik's turn. It's not Kitty Pryde's turn. We can do this alter action out of turn. Discard an identified specific card from your hand. This card right here to discard this card. So Draw Near is gone. That's a really good way to get rid of that. All right, let's get rid of that obligation. And we are an alter ego, so we trade that alter ego action. So it's good that we're an alter ego here, anyways. Okay, and the man didn't pop, which is really good. Okay, so let's see it here again. We're just playing Utopia, and we're going to play Uncanny, I think, with Shadowcat. We're not going to be able to use team training, and then we save the X-Jet for Magik. And yeah, that's pretty much it. He's already exhausted. So we just attack for Thor to get rid of a confuse or a stun. Okay, what's Magik got going on? We can't play, let's see. We have Polaris, actually. That's pretty good. We just need to do thwarting. So if I exercise him here, I don't want to confuse him, I think. So I just play it and I don't get the kicker to confuse because I don't want to put more stats cards. Because then we thwart for 4, but then we put 2 more threat. Actually, that could be okay with our current situation right now. It could be okay. Let's see. Do I want to limbo Polaris? I think we play Polaris here. So Hope does not count towards our ally limit. So we can still play ally here. Let's go ahead and play it. Reduce the cost by 2 or by 1. So Polaris is only 2 costs. This would be a double resource, so we can play Polaris from the top of our deck. When she enters play, give an X-Men character a tough stats card. I'm worried about the piercing, but we're full life, so let's just give the tough straight up to Magik because she's an X-Men character. And we don't have to exhaust defend or anything. Okay, the top card deck's gonna be face up. So we have Polaris in play now. Dang, another energy. So I have the limbo to get a wild on top, I think. We limbo, we get the wild. Then I could stepping disc for the wild and get a magic card. No, there's no magic cards to grab. So we limbo here. Choose a magic card disc pile, not name 7 disc, put it on top of your deck. So we play 7 disc before exorcism. We want the full kickers here for hope, I believe. We have the extra in the helicarrier. So okay, let's limbo here. Swap a card from your hand with the top of your deck. We'll put the extra in here. So now that we have the wild, Magik has 2 thwart and 3 attack, and 3 defense with the mystical armor as well. And Hope Summers is copying our attack and thwarting. So she has 3 attack. Let's just go ahead and have her first swing for 3. Take out the Hellfire Pawn. So I did it correctly this time because Hope is with Magik. Then Magik's going to swing for 3. We have Piercing with the Soul Sword. So we're going to do 3 damage on Sinister. Pierce off is tough. And then let's put that over here. And then 3 damage brings from 14 down to 11. Okay, so we're back to willing him down. Okay, then we want to exorcism and stepping disc. Stepping disc first. And then, ooh, I forgot what Legion does. Oh, he can do 2 damage. So, oh wait, we could exorcism first and put it back on top. Let me think here. What do I do? Yeah, I think that's fine. And then Legion will activate. Yeah, we need Legion. Okay, we're gonna use 2 resources here, so we can play exorcism. Remove 4 threat from the scheme. So we're gonna take 4 off of the main. It goes from 8 down to 4. Okay. Then, if the top card of your deck is a mental or a wild, it's a wild, we can confuse a villain. So we can confuse Sinister. But the moment that we put that, we have to put 2 more threat on the main. So it's gonna go up to 6. With Sinister's force response there. Okay, so that result exorcism goes in discard pile. Then we're going to use this as a resource to play stepping disc. Ready up your hero. Choose a magic card in your discard pile not named stepping disc. We're gonna grab the exorcism here and then put it on top of your deck. And that resolves stepping disc here. Okay, so now Legion can let's see, how much threat can we remove? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have to clear off all of the threat from the main, I think, because we want him to get the Sinister schemes while we're both in hero form, so he doesn't pop it. Yeah. So Legion's gonna thwart for 1 from the main, and then he'll discard top of our deck. It's an energy, so we do 2 damage to enemy. On Sinister, brings us from 11 down to 9. And the Legion will take a consequent damage. He has 5 damage on him, but he has 6 life, so he's gonna stay alive a little bit longer. So I need to get the healing on him now. And now the top card of our deck is a wild, so we have the kickers for all of our stuff. So Magik can thwart for 2, because we have +1 thwart with a crown. Colossus will thwart for 2, Polaris will thwart for 1. We're going to clear off the main entirely, and both the allies will take some consequent damage. Alright, Legion is putting in so much work right now. Alright, so I think that's it for Magik's turn. We have no cards in here. We're going to pass it over to Kitty Pryde here. Oh, I forgot we had the X Jet. Can we use it for ourselves? We could play Death Focus. And then, nope, we can't use it for ourselves. That's fine. Yeah, because Death Focus doesn't pay for Utopia or Uncanny. Yeah, yeah, we just don't use extra here, which is okay. I don't want to hold on to anything. I don't think I want to hold on to any of these cards. I think that's okay. Okay, let's go ahead and flip up to hero form. And next turn we can finally use Utopia and we'll get so much more ready on our characters. We're just going to exhaust and, oh, we're in phase form, which is really nice, actually. Let's go ahead and exhaust to thwart, remove this confuse. And then we're going to use double here when paying for a basic card to play Utopia. So if each of your allies has X-Men trait, which every ally in this deck does have X-Men trait, we increase your ally by 1. And after an X-Men ally enters play, we can exhaust Utopia to ready up an X-Men character. So that's huge. 3 resources here, so we can play Uncanny X-Men. So now each of your X-Men allies gets +1 hit point. If each of your characters have the X-Men trait, increase your X-Men ally, or each of your X-Men allies costs 1 fewer resource to play. So now all X-Men for Shadowcat is going to be reduced by 1. So crazy, crazy good economy. With the X Helicarrier and the extra, I could have played like a whole nother card. Oh man, I could have played. Okay, sorry guys, we're gonna cheat and go back a little bit. We're going to use the extra as a resource to pay for the uncanny. So we set Death Focus in hand. We're gonna request a player action to exhaust a Helicarrier, so we can play Death Focus here. Yeah, let's just get that out for free. So with the Death Focus, we can exhaust it to reduce the cost of the next superpower that we play by 1. Okay. All right, we're all set up here. We're still stunned, but that's okay. We're in phase. That's going to turn us right back up. Okay, so we're going to just take 2 attacks from Sinister. I could also have... I have the tough on Magik, but I could also block with Beast. I think I might block with Beast for Shadowcat, though. Because we are stunned and want to get rid of that. Okay, Magik draws up to 6. The stepping disc is really good here. Willing down Sinister. We got Magic Barrier. Probably don't play it though. Our top card's gonna be face up. Soul Strike. That's what we need for some damage here. Shadowcat's gonna drop to 5. And we're decking our Shadowcat really close. Dang, I'm gonna play. The deck out's gonna be when we flip it as well, which is a little bit unfortunate, but I don't think I want to slow down here. Okay, Sinister's turn. He's gonna add 4 to the main. He's going to attack Magik. We're gonna take it. We have a tough stats card. Same with the base of 3. Boost card is 2. So 5 damage, luckily no piercing. Knocks out that tough. Then since it's going to attack Shadowcat, we're going to block here with Beast. We're just going back into a shuffle. Then with a base of 3, gets a boost card of 2. 5 damage, takes out Beast. Alright. Oh, we haven't got Captured Hope yet. Okay, so Sinister's turn for encounter cards. 1 to Magik. And then 1 to Shadowcat. Magik got... Sinister Schemes, here we go. The Sinister Schemes, if he has the Psionic trait, you're confused. He does not have Psionic trait, but he's going to scheme here with a base of 2. It's a boost card of 3. So it's scheme for 5. So the main goes all the way up to 9. And we're still fine there. Let's make sure we did that correctly. Does he get plus scheme? No, it's just scheme with his base stat with just 2. Yeah, okay, so we're fine there. And counter card is, okay, not under Sinister Scheme, which is great. Get nasty. Each minion gets +1 attack. When review, place 1 threat for each minion in play. 2 threat for each nasty boy. Search the encounter deck and discard out for a nasty boy minion and reveal it. When reviewed, so we search the encounter deck and discard out for a nasty boy minion and reveal it. Okay, so the one reviewed first is we put 1 threat here for each minion in play, and there are none. So we just have 3 initial threat first, and then we search the encounter deck and discard out for a nasty boy minion. So this will just come with 3, and we're gonna find a nasty boy minion. I think we just look through the discard pile here, because I think I'm fine getting them from the encounter deck, so we don't want to get one that's already in there. And each minion gets +1 attack. Okay, so we're looking here for a nasty boy. It's going to come and play with Shadowcat. Shadowcat's the one getting all the minions. I think we just get Gorgeous George here, because it's going to get reviewed, so this guy will surge. Gorgeous George doesn't do anything. Whenever he attacks, he exhausts character control. Yeah, just 4. Is there a weaker nasty boy? A 3 life one that doesn't surge would be perfect. Whenever you stun his character control. Ooh, wait, let's get this. We're going to get, this is perfect. We're going to get Ruckus here. So that's the nasty way that we're gonna get with the Get Nasty. It's gonna come into play with Shadowcat because she's the one revealing that side scheme. When reviewed, it gets reviewed with that. Stun each carry control. Shadowcat does not control Hope Summers because she's still in play with Magik. So Shadowcat gets stunned. We're already stunned. So that is perfect, and it's 3 hit points for Magik to take out in 1 go with our Soul Sword. All right, that's gonna end the encounter phase. We're gonna pass this over to Shadowcat, and luckily it's still at 9 here, so we're good on the main. All right, let's see what we're gonna do. Utopia gives a ready. Shadowcat Surprise gives a ready. Ooh, I want to attack. I really want to get rid of that stun though. Oh, and Hope will be engaged with us actually, or she'll be Shadowcat. So yeah, we're just gonna Hope is with Shadowcat because she's the first player. Because I'm probably gonna play Gambit here. Let's see here. Do I remove my stun? And then I want to attack Sinister. But then if I do that, do I have enough thwarting? I think we do have. I mean, we have Magik here, and Magik got Stepping Disc in hand, and we have Legion with the Soul Strike here. So yeah, I think we have the thwarting anyways. Okay, let's just go for the greedier play. We're going to have Shadowcat attack to discard our stun. We don't change forms here, unfortunately, because we never attacked. We just removed the stun. Let's exhaust Team Building to reduce the cost of the next card that we play by 1 if it shares a trait. X-Men trait here with Gambit. This will be a double resource, so we can play Gambit. Alright, whenever Gambit enters play, look at the top 3 cards on the counter deck. Tuck 1 card underneath them, so only the boost fee is available, and they're both double. Ooh, we got under fire! So, we're grabbing under fire, put it underneath Gambit. That's great values, and he has 3 Thor, 3 attack, equal to the boost card underneath him here. Alright, this will go back on top in the same order. Just a minion and teleport away. So just 2 boosters for his activations, I think. Oh, we're gonna deck out with Shadowcat, so we're getting a minion here, which is completely fine, I think. Okay. All right. I think the minion is actually really good to get because on this big tempo turn, Gambi right up. He has 3 Thor, 3 attack, and then whenever we play an X-Men character, we can exhaust Utopia to right up another X-Men, which will be Shadowcat. And then, let's see, I want to get full value. So, oh, this is a superpower. So I could just def focus and do that. No point, you got this though. Dang it, I don't really have anything else to do with this hand. I don't want to discard Gambit. He's gonna wake him and play forever. Do I want to play new recruits? I guess we could just play it here. We'll see what happens. Okay, so let's play the new recruits here. So the player stats game. It's a little bit late for it, but we can still get advantage from it, I think. So it comes in with 4 threat, 2 per player. Play only if your day has an extra trait, which Shadowcat does have. When we clear it off, we can get a new recruit ally and add to our hand. Or both players can do that, so Magik can do that as well. Then we are going to swing for 2 on Sinister. That'll bring from 9 down to 7, because Ruckus does not have guard, so we just ignore him. And then after we attack, we have to flip over to our solid form. Exhaust Death Focus, reduce the cost of the next superpower we play by 1. So it's going to be 1 cost. Exhaust Solid Form, generate physical resource for an attack event to play Shadowcat Surprise. If your action attack, do 3 damage to an enemy. We're going to defeat Ruckus and ready up your hero. So ready up Shadowcat. And whenever we're ready, when we make an attack, with Shadowcat Surprise, we can flip our form upgrade back over to phased. Alright, then we need to do some thwarting now. So Gambit is just going to thwart for 3. Let's clear out to get nasty. Defeats the side scheme by himself because he has 3 thwart and he'll take consequential damage. Shadowcat's going to exhaust Thor for 2, Hope will Thor for another 2, copying our stat. Takes 4 off the main. And then we're going to not do anything with this. Okay, we're going to pass it over to Magik now. Okay, we are maxed on our limit of 3 here with Magik. Shadowcat can have 4 with Utopia, but Magik is the one actually have more allies here. I think we Soul Strike him. Play a card from the top of your deck. And then if it's a... I mean, do we have the thwarting? I think we're fine, even if we get the stun off on him. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, we're going to play Soul Strike from the top of our deck, reducing cost by 1 with our once per phase ability. And let's use this as 1 resource here to play the now 1 cost Soul Strike. So flip the top card of the deck now, because it's going to be face up here. Oh, it is a physical. Do 4 damage to enemy if the top card of the deck is a physical or a wild stun enemy. So we're going to do 4 damage on Sinister, and he does get stunned here. Brings it from 7 down to 3. And since we place that status card, we add 2 threat to the main scheme. So that's constantly going up on us. And that resolves the Soul Strike. Okay. Then Colossus is going to thwart for 2. Drop down to 5. Colossus takes a consequential. I think we limbo here to get a card. Or to put the Stepping Disc. Well, Stepping Disc has to get us another card though, unfortunately. Dang it. There's no other... Actually, let's Mansion. Draw a card. I forgot we had this. Top card be face up. Which is another Soul Strike. I could flip him here. I don't think I want to do that though. Actually, could I? Yeah, I could limbo it. But I don't think I'm going to do that. Okay, let's... So right now I want to do thwarting. I just thwart for 1, 2, 3, 4. So drop the main down to 1, I think is what we do here. Oh, we have Legion. We have Legion. Okay, I forgot. Okay, Legion is going to exhaust. Oh wait, I want him to heal. So he needs a physical on top. Yeah, we need him to heal. Let's exhaust Limbo. We're going to swap the Soul Strike with a Magic Barrier. And then Legion is going to Thor for 1. Drops the main from 5 down to 4. And then he will discard the top card of our deck, which happens before he takes constant damage, which is the physical. If we do physical, we heal 2 damage, so he goes from 5 up to 2 damage now. And then he'll take 1 consequent damage, so he stays alive here. Yeah, Legion is gonna be the MVP of this game. So consequential for him. Alright, and top card's gonna face up. It's an energy. Dang it, I needed a mental. I could spiritual meditate. I don't want to go through my deck so fast though, it's a problem. Okay, let's go ahead and Thor for 1. And Polaris will Thor for 1. So 2 threat. Polaris will take a consequential damage. And then we're going to I don't want to deck out again here. I want to try to shoot for the kill soon. So let's use Stepping Disc. We're going to toss a resource here to play Stepping Disc. So ready up your hero. Choose a magic card in your discard pile not named Stepping Disc. We're going to get a Soul Strike and put it on top of your deck. Okay, so now we have the Soul Strike. We will have +1 Thwart with our Crown because it's a mental resource. So we can Thwart for 2 and clear off the main entirely. Definitely keep that low the whole time. So Soul Strike here, we're going to get another Soul Strike, and we'll go for the push next turn, I think. We have a Helicarrier here. I can't play anything in my hand anyways, because this can only be played in Arc Eagle with the Immune Trait. This is an event. We could play a Soul Strike here and flip him. I don't think I want to do that, though, because Actually, what does he do on the flip? If we flip, I think we add more threat, right? Place 6 threat on the main. Yeah, let's not do that. I don't want to put more threat. Okay, that's going to end our turn. So we're going to hold on to his hand entirely. Drop back up to 6 with Magik. Top card's going to be face up. And then we're going to ready back up. Let's do everything. And then we're going to draw back up with Shadowcat here. Let's discard You Got This, I think, because I want to keep Gambit. So we're drawing a Shadowcat. We're going to deck out. Ooh, Face Strike is good. We dealt with Face on Conquer, which we know is that 1 minion for Shadowcat. We're going to shuffle up here. And then Shadowcat's to draw back up. And then we'll go for the push next turn, and maybe we'll have a lot of damage. Could I go for a 1 turn? And both these heroes are not the best burst damage type of heroes, but who knows? Because I'm drawn to all their attack stuff right now. Because we've got the Phase Strike with Shadowcat. And then we got, for Magik, we got the Exorcisms, the Soul Strikes, I think. Stepping Disc would be really good, but I think we're out of them now, right? Alright, let me see. How many Stepping Discs are in the discard pile? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they're all gone. We're not getting them back here. We have these 2 Soul Strikes there, so that's a decent amount of damage, and we just have allies. No readying, though, which could be really good. We have Utopia to ready, though. Alright. So, what are we doing here? Villain's turn. We're going to add 4 to the main. Okay. Then Sinister is going to attack. Wait, sorry guys, I forgot to draw back up with Shadowcat. So we're holding on to this. We're drawing back up to 5. Okay. Sinister's going to attack Shadowcat here. I think we are going to. Polaris can block 1 hit, and Colossus can block a hit as well. I think Shadowcat will just defend. So we're in phase, we won't take damage. This would be the boost. Just 2, right? We already know that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we flip over to solid form after not taking damage and defending that attack. Okay. Then Sinister is going to attack Magik here. So we'll block this here with Polaris. She's exhausted to defend. Going to base of 3, gets a boost. Okay, then he decks out after the boost, so he's going to immediately get in acceleration to the main. Okay, so we got to accelerate now. How much damage can I do, guys? I don't think we have that much though, just because these heroes don't have like a swing webkit like Spider-Man, so I feel like our damage isn't like gonna go crazy. All right, so we have the boost here. Polaris is defending. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage. Takes out Polaris. All right. Then what's going on next? We're getting counter cards. So 1 to Shadowcat, because she's the first player, and 1 to Magik. So Shadowcat has 2. First one is Slab. Oh yeah, that minion here. He has toughness. Whenever he attacks, place a growth counter on him. He gets +1 attack for each growth counter. Okay, so he doesn't do anything right now. Then we got, I'll take that. Discard the upgrade control with the lowest cost, highest if he has silencer, he does not have a highest cost. That will be the acute control here, I think. Yeah, so let's just discard this. And then it won't search because we were able to discard an upgrade. So acute control. All right. And a 1 encounter card for Magik is going to be Impervious, attach the villain. Reduce the amount of damage he takes from each attack by 1. Here, actually spend 2 physicals and give the villain a tough and discards card. So he gets a tough, which means that he will add threat on the main. Okay, we pass first player token and Hope over to Magik, and Hope is definitely better with Magik here because we're gonna have 3 attack. Okay, and then Slab is engaged with Shadowcat. All right. Oh man, the piercing though doesn't. I have to pierce off Sinister's tough, I think, instead of Slab. Okay, we got to spend 2 physicals. Who am I? What are we doing here? Oh, we can get it ready with Utopia. If we get an X-Men ally, I cannot play. Wait, can I? Team building. Hero action. Exhausted. Play a card from here and shares to show your hero. Oh, I can team building Pixie here from during Magik's turn to give her the ready with Utopia. I definitely will plan on doing that. Hero action. I'm gonna spend. Let's go ahead and have Shadowcat do it. Yeah. So yeah. Hero action here. Shadowcat can do this out of turn during Magik's turn. Spend 2 physical resources. Exhaust the extra. Swap to be a physical. Another wild here. Declare them both to be physicals. To discard the Impervious. And then hero action, discard it, and then give the villain a tough stats card and discard it. Okay, so tough on Sinister. When he gets a stats card, we're gonna add 2 threat on the main. So it goes up to 6 again. All right, so I had to clear off all the main first before I defeat Sinister. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. What are we doing here? So, do I want to just go ahead and get? I think I'm gonna mansion here with Magik. We need some economy. So let's draw a card. Top card's gonna be face up. It is a energy. Oh, I should have not done that. Okay, that's fine. Let's play spiritual meditation here. We have the mystery. We draw 2 and discard 1 from your hand. I need a not energy there. So we draw 2 and we discard 1 from hand, but we see the top card here. Ooh, okay, physical is what I want. And discard a card from your hand. Let's do Immune Protectors. Oh, but now we have armor anyways. So okay, let's see what we want to do here. We need to do some thwarting, and we want to do attacking as well. I should have Legion gear. I'm like not playing this right at all. Okay, let's go ahead and we have the physical here, and we're piercing. We're gonna swing for 3 on Slab. Pierce off is tough, and then deals 3 damage straight up to him. And then cannot grab the token. Right, here we go. Okay, then I could limbo into the soul strike here. Actually, if I limbo into soul strike, what does that do? We have the mentals, and I can ready up. I can put exorcism as well. Okay, so we're going to use limbo here. We're gonna swap the physical with. Oh no! Wait! Hold on, guys. I need to use my basic activation first, I think. So okay, what we're gonna do? We're gonna have Colossus thwart for 2 from. No, wait. Okay, hold up. We just don't go for the confuse then. I think I just play exorcism here. Yeah, I need to. The sequencing thing is really messing me up. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, we're gonna use 2 resources here. Let's go and just play exorcism. So hero action, throw remove 4 threat from the scheme. Let's clear off the main, and then we don't have a wild or mental, so we don't get to confuse off. But that's okay. All right, so we got that, and then Colossus is going to thwart for 2. We're gonna clear off the main entirely. He'll take a consequential. He'll get defeated. Okay, so now the main's at 0, so I can flip Sinister now. Okay, so we're going to request a hero action from Shadowcat. Oh, no allies. Okay, she's going to exhaust team building. It's a hero action. So if we exhaust this card, we can play a card from your hand and share the trait with your hero, reducing its cost by 1 out of turn. So we actually play Shadowcat right here out of turn. So let's go ahead and use a resource here. Oh, I could have airwalked. Dang, I forgot. To play Pixie here. Play Pixie out of turn, Actually, wait. Sorry, guys. Pixie's only 1 cost because of Uncanny X-Men. So we team building, she's free to play. So we just play her. We have no X-Men allies in discard pile, so we can't do anything else with that. But when we play Pixie, she's X-Men ally that just enter play. Utopia says when X-Men ally enters play, we exhaust it to ready up any X-Men character. We're going to choose Magik as our X-Men character. So she's ready up here. Okay. Then she is going to take out Sinister here. So let's go ahead and swing for 3 with our Soul Sword because we have physical resource right here. Piercing off Sinister is tough. And we do 3 damage, brings him 3 all the way down 0. Okay, that's going to flip him over to his third and final stage here. Alright, so a lot of things will happen here. So he's going to have 21 times player, so 42 life. Then his one view is to place 3 per player threat on the main scheme if he has less than 2 super attachments. So we are going to put 6 threat on here because he does have less than 2. So 6 threat going on the main. Alright, and then that is it with that. And then we're just going to go for the push here, right? So we're going to, let me see, we're going to Soul Strike. I can use the Helicarrier to do that. And then we can Limbo. And then keep onto this physical right here. Are we going to deck out though? I think we are. Ah man, yeah, we're going to deck out. That's going to be a big tempo turn. That's fine. I think either way we just play the Soul Strikes. We only want 1 more stun on him actually. So let's use the Helicarrier to reduce the cost of next card that we play by 1. This would be a resource. So we can play Soul Strike. Here, I should attack you 4 damage to enemy. And if the top card of your deck has a physical, which it is, or a wild, then we can stun him. So let's discard the Soul Strike. We're resolving it. 4 damage brings Sinister from 42 down to 38. We're going to stun him, put a stun status card, and he's going to add 2 threat with his force. Wait, after status card is placed on him, place 3 threat on the main now. So actually we get 3 now. So it goes up to 9 from 6. But it doesn't pop yet because it flops to 10. So we're still good with that. Alright. So we play that Soul Strike. And then we are going to Limbo here, I think. Yeah. Let's Limbo. Swap the top card of our deck with the card in your hand. Soul Strike. Actually, let's just do the X-Gene, I think. Yeah, I think we just play from hand because I don't remember if I used my once per phase here. So this would be a double resource to play Soul Strike. Actually, just in case, why don't we... Wait, no, let's not do that. We're going to swap... Oh, wait, the physical is here. Let's just leave it here, actually, I think. We're going to leave it there. Sorry, guys, we're not going to limbo that. Let me think. What do I want to do here? I want to get Legion's effect as well. So if I limbo into a wild, that won't do it. If I limbo a Soul Strike, that won't do it either. I have to bank. Yeah, Legion's not doing anything right now, which is a little bit unfortunate. Hope will swing for 3. I think we're just going to have Hope swing for 3, copying our attack stat of 3. Because we have physical right now with Soul Sword, so that brings Sinister from 38 down to 35. Let's put the damage while we can. And then, I think let's Limbo. We're going to Limbo, swap a card here with the top card with the card in hand, Soul Strike. Once per phase, you may play the top card of your deck as if in your hand, reducing its cost by 1. I don't think we've done that this turn, right? Yeah, we hard played everything, I think. Yeah, so we're going to play the Soul Striker for just 1 cost. This would be a resource to play it. So here I should attack, do 4 damage to an enemy. We're holding to a double. That brings Sinister from 35 down to 31. And he's already fully stunned, so we can't stun him anymore. So he won't add more threat on the main. We got physical here for Legion, so he'll just heal. I think that's fine. Legion will thwart for 1 for the main. This card top card deck, it's a physical, so it's going to heal 2, and he'll take 1 consequence damage afterwards. Okay, we have the double, and then we're going to pass it over to... Actually, let's discard double from our hand when our turn ends, because just in case I messed that up, I'll just use a double to play for the Soul Strike here, because I'm not sure if I did this twice per phase. We only do it once per phase, so just in case, we could have just hard played the Soul Strike using the strength as a double there. All right. So what we're doing now, after we grab our Limbo, right? Okay, so we're passed over to Shadowcat now, and we need to thwart because I don't think I can kill him this turn. We have 1, 2, 3. Ooh, I can't. I have to choose either Airwalk. Okay, let's Pixie's gonna swing for 2 on Slab. That would defeat him. And then Pixie would take 2 constant damage. She has +1 life with the Uncanny X-Men, so she's fine here. Okay. Gambit's gonna thwart for 3 from the main. Drops it down to 5. He'll take a consequent damage. Shadowcat's gonna actually wait, let's see. I think we just do the airwalk here actually. Let's exhaust focus to reduce the cost of next superpower we play by 1. So airwalk's gonna be 0 to play. Here action thwart, remove 2 threat from the scheme, 4 if you're in phased. Oh wait a minute. Sorry guys. Let me not do that yet. We're gonna first attack for 2 on Sinister. Brings from 31 down to 29. We definitely get in phase first, right? After we attack, we flip our form over to phase now. Then we're gonna use Death Focus as a resource or as a resource reduction to play the airwalk. We are in phase now because we just attacked, so we can remove 4 threat from the scheme. Let's drop the main from 5 down to 1. Okay, if he gets 1 scheme activation, I think it'll pop now because of the acceleration. But hopefully we can last 1 more turn here. Okay, that's gonna end our turn. Let's ready back up. Sorry for the confusion with Magik. Her sequencing is definitely very tough for me to deal with. We're gonna draw back up to 5. Let's hold on both of these cards because that's our damaging stuff. All right, we got the physical there, which is good. Yeah, we can hopefully pay for our stuff with Shadowcat. And then Magik's gonna draw back up to 6. She decks out again. We get a face down counter card. And we just have to survive this last turn, I think. Shuffle up the discard pile back into the deck here. So hope will be with Shadowcat now. So her attack side won't be 3 anymore with Magik. But I think that's okay. Let's ready everything back up. Yeah, Legion, man, he put in so much work removing 2 threat or dealing 2 damage like every single turn. Plus his basic activation of 1 thwart or 1 attack. Yeah, Legion with Magik and protective training just goes insane. Alright, the good thing is we have Sinister stunned here. I wish we had him confused too, but I think that's okay. Alright, so we're all shuffled up here. Magik would draw back up to 6 with Source Supreme. Ooh, Soul Strike! And we can dig for some stuff with Spiritual Meditation. Okay, Sinister's going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with acceleration to the main. It goes up to 6 in one go. If it hits 10, it's going to flip. We don't want it to flip. We don't want him to get more powerful. He's going to attack Magik, but he is fully stunned with the 2 stun stats cards, even through the steady with super strength. So it doesn't go through. He's going to attack Shadowcat now. No defense events. I kind of want to throw away Pixie, though, for the you got this. Do I just defend here? I think we just regular defend. Yeah, we're just going to defend because we're in phased. He's in with a base of 3. It's a boost of 1, and you're confused. So 4 damage, but we're in phase. We don't take damage, and we flip this over to our solid mass form. All right. Then in counter card time, so 1 for Magik, and then 1 for Shadowcat. Magik has 2 here. We got Sinister Strike. When reviewing hero form, place 1 pursuit counter on pursuit by the path, so it goes up to 2. And if there are counters, which there are, the villain's going to attack. So Sinister's going to attack Magik here. Okay. I think we just take the hit. We have, yeah, we're gonna take the hit here. Oh wait, sorry, let's top card the deck face up. Stepping disc. Yeah, we're gonna take the hit. We have 10 life. We'll just take it. So it's him with a base of 3. Gets a boost, yikes, of 3. So 6 damage on us. That's gonna hurt. That'll bring us from 10 down to 4. But I definitely don't want to die here, because then we'll lose. Last encounter card is gonna be Ramrod. His attacks gain piercing. His retire 1, and he's just a minion here. Does not have guard, so I'm gonna ignore him here. We go for the push. Shadowcat gets an encounter card, which is Molecular Control. Gives Sinister a tough stats card. If he has a brute trait, he heals 4. He does have the brute. Dang it. Alright, so he gets a tough stats card. And then when he gets a tough, he adds 2 threat on the main with his ability. Or no, 3 threat on the main now. Sorry. So it goes from 6 up to 9 again. And then he also heals 4 with the brute trait there. Oh man, so he goes from 29 back up to 33. Guys, I don't know if we have it here anymore. Okay. And piercing is on Magik, unfortunately. So we're going to pass it back over to Shadowcat. Alright. Oh, man. Piercing's on Magik. So if I want to get full value, that's not going to work out. Do I have to kill? What's Magik's hand? Let's see what we got here. We have 1, 2. Let's request a hero action. So Magik's going to play out of turn because this is an action. She can play this. Spiritual Meditation. Draw 2 cards and discard 1 from your hand. So let's draw 2. And then discard 1 card from your hand. Let's say top card of our deck. It's going to be a Rock Slide here. So we can discard a Magic Barrier, I guess. Okay. Scrying is going to be so good for us. Okay, let me think here. So by stepping disc, I can soul strike twice. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Hope's copying us. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And you get the energy. 17 damage. He has 33 life. That's all it's guaranteed. 17 plus 6 here. No, we're going to be short. I just have the control again. Dang it. Yeah, because I don't think we have enough for the kill. So we just got to throw everything out. I think we play X here for the confuse. And we can actually play a phase strike here. Okay, that's fine. So Magik can pierce it because Shadowcat's going to do other stuff here. Let's do... oh, we're exhausted. Let's play a phase strike so we can exhaust that focus, reduce the cost of the next superpower that we play by 1. So phase strike's only 2 costs. This would be a... That's fine. This would be a physical resource right here with solid form. And we're going to use a resource right here. So we can play phase strike. Here, action attack, do 6 to enemy. We're going to just defeat Ramrod with that one go. And just get rid of him. And then we won't take retaliate because he's defeated. Alright, and then let's do... X is only 2 costs thanks to... Oh man, we have so much resources though, actually. I don't even need it. Because I could team building as well. I think we should use a double. This would be double resource to play X is only 2 costs now, thanks to the Uncanny. So whenever we play... Oh, wait, sorry guys, we're not going to play him yet. We need Thwart. Gambit's going to Thwart for 3 from the main, drop it down from 9 down to 6, and he'll take another consequential damage. So 3 damage, but he stays alive thanks to Uncanny. And then if I play X and I confuse him, we put another 3 threat. X will remove 3. It's not the most useful line. I do want to get that confuse off though. No, wait, we have exorcism here, so X can just ready up Shadowcat. Okay, we're going to use a double resource here to play X. Is only 2 costs thanks to the Uncanny. When X enters play, choose one. We pick the one to ready up. Oh, we're confused with Shadowcat. Dang it. Yeah, we just ready up Shadowcat. Dang it. All right. Well, that didn't help because we're confused. X will... I could grab new recruits, actually. Would that be the play? Yeah, let's do new recruits here. So X will Thor for 3. Pixie Thors for 1 for a total of 4 from the new recruits here. So Satsuki is defeated. Okay, one is defeated. Each player chooses one set aside X-Men ally. A new recruit, new ally adds to your hand. This goes to display. Okay, so let's remove that. Pixie takes constant damage. She's defeated. X will take a damage here. He has 2 life left. Okay, so each player will get one of these new allies here. We're gonna do the attacking one for Magik, and then we'll do a thwarting one here for Shadowcat. So this comes in Shadowcat's hand, and this goes in Magik's hand. All right. So what we got going on here? We're going to thwart to remove our confuse. I forgot the Utopia. Then we're going to exhaust team building to reduce the cost for a card from a hand that shares the same trait. X-Men has the X-Men trait. X-Men is going to be a resource, so we can play a Noli. So if you have the X-Men or Mutant trait, he gets +1 thwart, does not count towards our ally limit. They're running out of space. Let's move him like this. Okay, and then when we play him, he's an X-Men ally, so when he enters play, we exhaust Utopia right up under X-Men characters, ready up. Actually, let's not do that. Yeah, so he has 3 thwart. Let's thwart for 3. Drops the main from 6 down to 3. And then Noli will take a consequential damage. Alright, we're holding on to the You Got This. We're going to keep Utopia, I think, for Magik. Or should I just... yeah, it's fine. Okay, then we're going to pass it over to Magik now. Alright, guys, here's where Single Thing gets really messed up. We have Piercing and +1 attack with Rock Slide here. So, oh wait, sorry, we have Hope here is for Shadowcat. Never mind. So Hope is going to Thor for 2. Never mind, guys, I messed that up. Yeah. All right, and then Hope does not take constant damage. Dang, I really wish we could copy Magik stats. That's fine. Okay, so Magik's turn now. We're gonna swing for 3. Pierce off the tough. Brings it from 33 down to 30. I think we definitely have a next turn. We just gotta go for that, I think. Okay, 30 down 30. And then I would like to get a confuse off though. Let's go ahead and stepping disc, I think. No, wait, Soul Strike's where we go. Okay, we're gonna use Helicarrier to reduce the cost of next color we play by 1. And then this will be a resource, so we can play a Soul Strike. Here, action attack, do 4 damage to enemy. So let's just put that here. 4 damage on, since it brings from 30 down to 26, and since the top card of our deck is a physical, we can also stun him. So we get a stun here. When you get the stats card, we place 3 on the main, so it goes from 1 up to 4. Alright. Now, we are going to exhaust Helicarrier. Oh, wait, we already did that. We're going to use Rogue as a resource to play Stepping Disc. So ready your hero, and choose a magic card in discard pile, not named Stepping Disc, put it on top of your deck. So we're going to get the Soul Strike back on top of our deck, and then Stepping Disc is going to resolve there. Okay. And then we're readied up. So now that we have Soul Strike, we want to play Exorcism here. That won't be able to play the X-Men. I get the Red Utopia. I should have just readied up with Shadowcat. That's fine. Yeah, let's use 2 resources here. And then, ooh, okay. I may have messed that up for sure. We'll use 2 resources here. Let's play Exorcism. So here, action, thwart, remove 4 threat from a scheme, clears off the main. If the top card of your deck is a mental or a wild, it's a mental, we can confuse a villain. So he's confused, but then he adds 3 more threat to the main. So we remove 4 and then add 3 back. So we kind of just thwart for 1. But we got to confuse on him at least. Okay. Then that resolves Exorcism. Okay. Now we're going to Avengers Mansion to draw a card, and we'll have a Rock Slide on top. Then we're going to, we don't want to huge damage. We're going to Limbo here, swap the top card of your deck with the card here, and we can, once per phase, play a card from here, reducing its cost. So Strike is only 1 cost, is 1 resource to play it. So here, action attack, do 4 damage to enemy. That will bring Sinister from 26 down to 22. And then if the top card of your deck is a physical or a energy, it is not. So we don't get the stun there. Okay. Then Legion is going to Thor for 1. And then he'll discard top card of deck, which is an energy. Deals 2 damage to enemy. Bring Sinister from 22 down to 20. And then top card is going to be face up, and Legion will take constant damage. Alright, guys, that's going to enter. I forgot to use Utopia, or I didn't forget. I messed up the single thing and didn't use Utopia. Oh, we're still ready up. So we can, I think we just swing for 2. Dang, we don't even have the extra boost from attack. But yeah, let's swing for 2 here, because our damage is low with these heroes. Drawing from 20 down to 18, and hopefully we can go for the kill next turn. Our damage is so low. I think I flipped down with Magik. Because, no, we have a lot of blockers. Yeah, and we're going to block with Legion here, because it's a final push. Yeah, and we have Immune Protector, so let's right back up. Step in hero form. Alright, guys. And he won't be getting 3 encounter cards this time, so hopefully we'll be alright. Alright, guys, we need the damage. Drawing back up to 6 with Magik. We got the Soul Strike, guys. And stepping this. Okay, I think we have the kill for sure. And we can Colossus this hit. Top card's going to face up. Extra. Alright, and then Shadowcat is going to draw back up to 5. Okay. Sinister's turn, he's going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because of the acceleration. It goes up to 7. Is that correct? Yeah. Alright, he's going to attack Shadowcat here. We're going to defend with X. He's hitting the base of 1, 2, 3, gets a boost of 2. So 5 damage, takes out X. Alright. He's going to attack Magik now. We're going to play Colossus here. When enemy attacks you, play Colossus from your hand, paying his resource cost, and declare him defender without exhausting him. So he's going to cost 3. Let's use, I think we do 3 here, right? Those are all our physical. Actually, do we immune protectors? When an X-Men attacks, play an X-Men out from your hand, exhausted. Oh, we have to exhaust him though. I want to keep him readied up. But I'm worried about economy if I do that. I think we should be fine. I should have limboed here actually. I think we have the resource. We use 3 resources right here. Let's use 3 like this. So we could play Colossus here and declare him the defender without exhausting him. He has a tough stats card. If he has piercing, it's gonna suck. But he's a defender right now without being exhausted. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're confused. So we could confuse 4 damage, knocks out the tough from Colossus because he is a defender. Okay. Then we're gonna get encounter cards. So one for Shadowcat, one for Magik. All right, Captive Hope. Hope Summers cannot ready when reviewed. Exhaust Hope Summers. Oh man, where's Hope? Over here. She should have been with Shadowcat, which we had her, I think, for last turn. And she's won't ready here. That's fine. So 6 threat on there because 3 per player. We're not going to clear it off. At this point, we're just going to go for the kill because I think I have 18 damage with these 2 heroes. Okay, last encounter card. Dark Design is perfect. Place a pursuit counter on pursuit by the past. This goes up to 3. And then, if there's any counters, which there are, the villain will scheme. He is fully confused there, so he won't scheme. Nothing else will happen. That worked out really well. We're able to keep it on the main scheme, on the first main schemer for the whole game, which is what I wanted to do. So that's perfect. All right, so he never got any more superpowers, and we're going to be able to defeat him here, I think. So pass the first player token and Hope over to Magik, and Hope's exhausted. She's not doing nothing. Okay, it's back over to Magik's turn here. Okay, we just got to get our damage off somehow. So Legion's going to activate first because we have an energy. I keep forgetting to do that. He's going to swing for 1 on Sinister. That will bring Sinister from 18 down to 17. And then he will discard top card deck. It's an energy, so it do 2 damage to enemy. That will bring Sinister from 17 down to 15. Then Legion takes a consequential damage. Alright, top card deck is a mental. So let's see if I limbo here. Or do I stepping disc? Man, I can never decide what I want to do. Okay, we're gonna soul strike first, but I need a physical. So if the stepping disc gives me a stepping disc here first, I think. Okay, so let's swing for 2. That brings Sinister from 15 down to 13. Then we are going to let's exhaust Avengers Mansion, draw a card. Top card's gonna be face up. Another stepping disc. Okay, we can play stepping disc as if we're in our hand. Once our phase reduces cost by 1. So this is the one time this phase. We didn't do it during the villain phase anyways. So we can play this card for free. Ready up your hero. Choose a magic card in your discard pile and put on top of your deck. So we need a physical card. We're gonna get Magic Barrier. So 7 disc is this card now because we just played it, and Magic Barrier is a magic card going on top of our deck. So Magic Barrier has a physical resource now. So now we have 3 attacks. Swing for 3 on Sinister brings from 13 down to 10. Alright. And then we're gonna soul strike here. So let's use Helicarrier to reduce the cost of next card we play by 1. Wait, why am I soul striking with a physical? Hold up. Because I don't want to stun him. That makes no sense. Why am I doing that? Okay, so why don't we don't want the kicker then. So we'll play Spiritual Meditation, draw 2 cards, and discard 1 card from your hand. So 1, 2, and then top card be face up. This card from hand. Let's discard the exorcism. Yeah, see, I'm just not good at playing with magic here. Then we're gonna use 2 resources here to play a soul strike. Here I should attack, do 4 damage to enemy. Top card of our deck is not physical or wild, so we don't get to stun him, so he won't add more threat to the main. 4 damage from 10 down to 6. Alright. Then we're going to Helicarrier to reduce the cost of next card play by 1, so we can play a stepping disc. Ready your hero. Get a magic card from your discard pop on top of your deck. We're going to get a physical right here with the Magic Barrier. Alright, then Magik will swing for another 3, thanks to our Soul Sword, giving the +1 attack, because we have the physical. Bring Sinister from 6 down to 3. Alright, there we go. Colossus is going to swing for 2, brings from 3 all the way down to 1, and he'll take a consequential damage. Alright, and then we're going to pass it over to Shadowcat, and what we're just going to do is really simply, we're going to use 3 resources right here, so we can play a phase strike. Here, action attack, do 6 damage to enemy. If you're in phase form, we can do that. We're not in phase, doesn't matter. We're going to phase strike Sinister here, doing 6 damage, brings them all the way down to 0. We have 5 overkill there, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, possibly more, but yeah, at least 12 there. So, alright guys, thank you so much to Evil for your custom gameplay request. Thank you for providing me these decks here to take on Mr. Sinister. And yeah, I got more practice here with Magik, and some more Shadowcat practice as well, which you guys all know I definitely need. So yeah, thank you so much, Evil. I hope you guys all enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.